What is up, my friends? You are very, very welcome along to our match reaction here on Anfield Agenda after Liverpool have gone down to London and absolutely walloped West Ham by 5 goals to 0. A result that, of course, just confirms our place at the top of the Premier League table. Goals on the day from Trent Alexander-Arnold, Mohamed Salah, Cody Gakpo, Luis Diaz and Diogo Jota seal the job. Mohamed Salah with 2 assists on the day as well to just continue to smash and break all those records along the way. That was a thoroughly convincing performance, one deserving of all the praise that will be coming their way. Whether you're talking about Arne Slot's management, the selection of the team, it was just brilliant. There's so much I want to say positively about that game. Before I do, a quick reminder to everybody, you will see an option to vote for your man of the match coming up really soon, so feel free to take part in that. We'd also love you to submit your player ratings if you'd like to do that. There's a link pinned to the top of the chat. And of course, as you see in the build-up, we are being brought to you thanks to our incredible sponsors, manscaped.com. You can get 20% off and free shipping store-wide at manscaped.com with our code ANFIELD20. Right, so much to go through there. We'll give you the underlying numbers from the game, but I want to just give you my brief thoughts after it. That was the most perfect game we've played this season. Yes, when we made changes at the end, we gave up some chances. That's to be expected. But the effort, the guile, the creativity, all of it, sublime. Curtis Jones, unplayable, fantastic. Alexis McAllister, simply sublime. Mohamed Salah, it's getting ridiculous at this point. Luis Diaz, one of his best performances for me of the season, if not the best. There was no bad performances out there. It was just picture perfect and a great day at the office all around. If we click into gear like this and we carry this on throughout the rest of the season, people should worry because that was super impressive. Yes, it's against the West Ham team who are maybe low on confidence, but we said we wanted somebody to get a spanking this season and West Ham got it again today. Clean sheets are back as well, which is a lot to be happy about. So yeah, over to you guys now. Let us know your thoughts. And the man of the match poll is now up and live. So your options are Luis Diaz, Alexis McAllister, Mo Salah and Trent Alexander-Arnold. Connor absolutely robbing Curtis Jones there of a spot in the man of the match poll. You did him dirty there, Crosby. I'm not going to lie, mate. You did him dirty. Jones should have been in there. Right. Someone saying he missed so many chances. Why are you whining? Like, if you come in after a 5-0 victory and start whinging about someone missing chances, mate, you're best to just go along. Curtis 7th in the rankings. I don't care. I don't care, Connor. Curtis Jones was brilliant. That was one of his best games for us. He was absolutely everywhere. And it was very clear to me he should be there or thereabouts. But look, it is what it is. I thought he was brilliant today. And I've been somebody who's complained about Jones at times. Today, I thought he was amazing. But if I'm being really honest with you, my man of the match would be Diaz, personally. But, you know, it's hard to take it away from Mo when he's got himself a goal and 2 assists and smashed even more records along the way. Tom, why isn't that super chat coming through for me there, Tom? 1 second. Does it need to be refreshed? There's something, Connor, excuse me, I can't get Tom's super chat up on screen. Hopefully you've refreshed. That'll come through now. Tom, bear with me, bro. I want to bring it up on screen for you, but there we go. Now I can do it. Thank you very much, Connor. Tom, great result by the team. 2 things to take from the result for me. Firstly, we need to sign these players ASAP. And secondly, Anthony Taylor was West Ham's best player. Yeah, there was some really stupid decision making there. You know, 2 incidences where we were on the wrong side of corner decisions. Some really clear fouls that he wasn't given. But look, even Anthony Taylor and his awful refereeing couldn't get in the way of what was a thoroughly convincing performance today from Arne Slot's men. It was pretty much perfect, you know. Enjoyed days like these because, you know, not that we ever want to moan as a fan base, but, you know, we often look for the faults and what we can improve on. Today is a celebratory day where the lads deserve all the plaudits and flowers that come their way because they were brilliant. Right, Mark has a few stats for me here as well. Mohamed Salah has now got the most goal contributions in a single month for any Premier League player in Premier League history. 19 goals and assists for Mo in December, beating Luis Suarez record, my apologies. Luis Suarez record of 13. And again, Richard Hughes was watching on there from the stands. Get that man his contract or you're going to be fired, because not giving this man a deal is idiotic. And get it done quickly. Next up, Squawk has said Liverpool are the first non-London team to score 5+ goals in consecutive top-flight games in the capital in the Premier League. So there you go. Just another one. But look, today was brilliant. All of them. Top-notch. Jordan Lee said, Craig, we were brilliant. On a sour note, Robbo's making too many mistakes far too often. He did at the start of the game. You know, he did have his pocket pinched. We did call it out at the time. But other than that, you know, it's hard to be really overly critical today, because when we gave up chances in the second half, I thought a lot of it was due to Gomez not being there. And when you make these changes, the intensity level of the game naturally drops off a little bit. But I did love that Virgil was still getting into the players right at the end. They wanted that clean sheet today. You could see that was abundantly clear. Robbo was good, said Squidley. Mohamed Salah was top. Robbo, great. And do you think Trent's celebration was saying that Marca's headline was not true? Maybe, yeah. Look, we don't know who this was aimed at, but I'm hoping it was aimed at Marca and the Spanish journalist. Yes, I very much hope it was. What else have we got in the chat? We're still trying for another goal right to the end. Can we take a second, though, to talk about our last goal, Diogo Jota's goal? Because I said this during my commentary, and I'm going to say it again now. Watch it. Mohamed Salah was boxed in. 4 West Ham players all around him. Salah in the middle, inside his own half. And he goes left foot, right foot, goes past one. Left foot, right foot, goes past another. Slips it into Diogo. And Diogo does then what Diogo does, which is stick it into the top corner. I thought it was just an exceptional bit of football. An exceptional goal. One of many, I should say, today. Brilliant. They were all brilliant. We were on fire in attack. And it's going to take one hell of a team to keep up with us if we're in this type of form. Terence, Governor, thank you, mate. Appreciate your super chat, bro. What do you think of Kwanzaa's performance? I'd be a liar if I said I wasn't concerned. I am. I'm hoping that Ibrahima Konate is going to be fit for the Manchester United game in a week's time, because I'm not convinced yet on Kwanzaa this season. And he did look a little bit shaky there when he was on today. But, you know, we kept a clean sheet. So let's look at that and let's look at the positives. Do you think a quadruple is possible? I'm going to say no, mate, because it hasn't been done before, and there's a reason it hasn't been done before. Nothing's impossible, but it's as close to. So, you know, who knows what this season has in store for us. The league is looking really good. Champions League, you know, you need a bit of luck along the way as well. But right now, I'm a very happy camper after that 90 minutes. I'm so proud of that performance, and it was just a joy to watch. Sit back and enjoyed every minute. I'm going to enjoy it match of the day tonight as well when I rewatch it. Corey Peters said 30 goals and assists for Mohamed Salah alone in the league. FSG need to pay the man or there should be fan riots. It looks astonishingly stupid that this man hasn't been given a deal yet. And whatever the reason is, I don't think it washes. Get it done. Just get it done. Because if nothing else, Mo can't convince anybody what the future holds. Mo can't convince anybody what he doesn't know. We don't know what he looks like in a year's time or in 2 years' time. But we do know what we're getting now. And what we're getting now is quite simply the best player in the world. And if that isn't enough for our owners to tie him down, well then what Corey said isn't too far away from being how I feel about it. They would deserve to be ran out of the club because it is idiotic that it hasn't been done. He's more than deserving of it. Frodo Baggins said, gotta love a game that doesn't make you sweat. Salah is getting messy like numbers. Great way to end the year. And all die-hard fans will sleep well. Absolutely, mate. Absolutely. Forever Red said that footwork from Salah was disgustingly good. And it was a few times today we've seen that great footwork from Mo. Not happy with Salah's missed chances. I mean, I get that you're a hard taskmaster and all that, but come on now. Nobody's ever going to have 100% accuracy in front of goal. And yeah, on occasion he might make a weak pass or whatever, but more often than not, look at the weight of the ball and the timing of the ball to Diogo Jota as well. I thought we were just brilliant today. Average American said, I thought Kwanzaa was good. He won all his aerial duels, half his ground duels, and had 100% passing accuracy. But football isn't played with these silly little stats all the time. And I think leaning onto stats alone can paint a picture of whatever you want it to. Kwanzaa, to me, looked a little bit shaky. And you said won half his duels. Is that a number we're happy with? Half the ground duels? I'm just not convinced by him. You know, I can only tell you what I feel. And I haven't been... Last season's Kwanzaa to this season's Kwanzaa doesn't look like the same man to me. But, you know... No issues with your thoughts on it either. You know, if you thought he played well, no problem. 17 goals, 13 assists in Premier League. Salah is on something, said Michael Burns. Yeah, on fire is what he is, mate. Did you hear the commentator? Well, no, I didn't, because I don't have any commentary on when I'm watching. He was constantly demeaning Liverpool, adding rail-bound Trent statement. Everybody wants us to fail, bro. Everyone. The media in England are nothing short of a disgrace at times. They are so London-centric, so biased in their will and want for an Arsenal or a Chelsea or somebody to go and do it, and just stick two fingers up to all of them, because I don't care if everybody else in the world hates us. Our boys deserve our praise today, and everybody else can do one. You know, let them all sit in their pile of misery, in their negative thinking arsehole commentary positions. Feck them. Who cares? Don't listen to them. Sebastian, because what they can't deny is the league table. The numbers don't lie. Welcome to Anfield Agenda FC. Sebastian Jan, appreciate you. Salah on the Ballon d'Or. Only thing in my mind is for Liverpool to win the Premier League. There you go. We'll take care of the Ballon d'Or shouts for you, Mo. Don't worry about that. We got your back on this one. Soboslai says hi to Manchester. Yes, fresh. Dominic Soboslai as well, rested up after serving his suspension today. Also, I thought it was great for the manager to give Wataru Endo 30 minutes and give a bit of a rest to Ryan Gravenberch. So yeah, pretty good all around today. If either of our centre-backs gets injured now, we're on toast. Yeah, that's a fair point. But at least we're getting Ibu back. And look, we don't know what the situation is with Joe Gomez at the minute. Obviously, it's worrying. He goes off. You think it's his hamstring looking at it. But, you know, we'll wait and see what the prognosis is. But fingers crossed, Ibu's going to be back for the United game. But you are right. It is still a concern there looking ahead to think if Gomez is out for a prolonged period, we're down to one centre-back then as an option. And then maybe Endo after that as an option. Jules Verne said, great game, Craig. Mr. Henry, please pay these Titans their money. Well deserved. Kwanzaa held up well. Fantastic performance and happy new year. Same to you, my friend. Thank you. We need a centre-back in January. Personally, McAllister was elite, my man of the match. Look, I think you could make a show for 4 or 5 players there to be man of the match. Salah, for me, the contenders would have been Salah, McAllister, Jones, Diaz, maybe Gakpo. Yeah, I thought particularly Jones and Diaz, my God, the ground they covered and the amount of effort they put in. It was remarkable. Christian said, great match, much love from the USA. People need to quit bitching about missed shots. Bottom line, we won. Yeah, I'm always astonished at the new ways people find to complain about a 5-0 victory. Christian, especially towards a man who scored a goal and had 2 assists in the game as well. But I agree with you, sir, and thank you for your membership with us for 15 months. And Paul said, I think the whole team was man of the match today. Yeah, it's going to be the easiest player ratings I've done in ages, Paul. Honestly, high scores all over the shop today. By the way, Mohamed Salah, let me say this loud and clear for everybody. This season, Mohamed Salah is having 1.5 goal contributions every game. 1.5 every game. That is ridiculous. Beyond ridiculous. It's the highest ever in the Premier League. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely insanity what he's doing. Question to Mo. Any good news coming soon? Mo Salah, no, we are very far from that. Lads, I'm sorry for the silence for a second. I'm trying to word this in a way I'm not going to get sued. I fear we're having the piss taken out of us by these owners. If the conversation is still a long way away, this club has a problem. And we're being taken for mugs. Because we brought in a sporting director who has done nothing. And we have owners who have done nothing. And to hear Mohamed Salah say there today that we're still very far from that is nothing short of disgraceful. And I don't care how fond you are of FSG. I don't care. This man deserves that contract. And the fact that this is even a talking point is disgusting. The fact that we let these people get away with this is disgusting. They're stealing a fucking living. What do they do to justify their existence in their jobs? Because they've done nothing since they've come through the door. Hughes, Edwards, nothing. Brought in the manager, brilliant, and sat on their hands. Not got one contract renewed. And to hear Mo say that again today after that, I feel for him. Because if I'm him, I'm pissed off. Not at the fans, not at Arne Slot, not at his teammates. But I'd be getting close to sticking two fingers up. It must be just his love of the club and the fan base that's stopping him from going nuclear. Because he'd have every right to. Aaron Staunton said, Craig, we're winning the league, mate. Yeah, we are. Yes, we are. Sebastian said, any Reds, Liverpool are top of the league. Multiple times, FNG can build on success and nothing. Yeah, I know, it's a disgrace. They are a disgrace. I've warned this for years. And I've tried to be fair about it. But I've told you, they're cheap. They're cheap. And it's true. And anybody who tells you otherwise is in their pocket. They're cheap. They are a disgrace. They are pathetic. I'm not going to hold back in my diagnosis of it because they are absolutely pathetic. To sit there and know that this man is doing this and he's potential to walk away from the club in 2 days' time and sign a pre-contract, it's disgusting. It's nothing short of disgusting. And you need to speak up. You do. And I would urge all Liverpool fans, I don't care if you want your access and you want your interviews with the players. I don't care. You have a moral duty to stand up and speak up now. Because John W. Henry won't be part of the legacy of this football club. But this man will. This man will be part of the death. This man will be what your grandkids are talking about. And John W. Henry and Tom Werner and Mike Gordon and all these other cowering little fucking slimy arseholes that are sitting over in Boston not doing the basic needs to keep this club competitive, which is keep the talent that's here. It's a disgrace. It is a disgrace. Craig, the club need to be careful. Look at United. Stop. Just stop. Just stop. Stop with the pandering. Stop with the arse licking. Stop with the... He's not Rashford, mate. He's not going to become Marcus Rashford. He's not going to become Alexis Sanchez or Mesut Ozil. He just isn't. Because he's on a crusade. He's on a mission to write a legacy and cement a legacy. Unlike those other chancers. So, this warning is just, it's exactly what the owners want from our fan base. Is the people to go to that place. Don't. Do what's right. Say what's right. And what's right is that man gets paid. Because United's business overall has been a disgrace. But this man, he deserves our support. He deserves all of us to grow a pair and stand up behind him and Virgil. You know, we can't really speak to the Trent situation as much because we know that's going to be about his future and about numbers. But this is about respect now. It's about respect. Angelica said, Mohamed Salah loves Liverpool Football Club, but more importantly, he loves England. He deserves a new contract. And you're a United supporter. Yeah, there's no argument against it. There's no fear, you know. And look, to be fully fair about it, I think we could have all understood at the start of the season. Edwards and Hughes thinking, well, we don't know what Salah we're going to see. Are we going to see a drop-off? I think that's a fair fear to have. But if you don't think he's answered that question, what more can he do? He can't do any more because he can't ever play the future now. You know, we can only show you what he's about now and how he looks after himself and how he plays week in and week out and his availability and his robustness and his professionalism and everything else, along with the numbers, the records that are shattering week after week, day after day. It's about respect now. That's the word, respect. The detective said, Endo looked good when he came on. Hope he gets a few more minutes to keep the midfield fresh. Hughes needs to get a move on with the contract and refreshing the squad. What's he been doing for 6 months? I don't know, mate. Honestly, I don't know. And I don't want to turn this into an angry end of a match reaction because we had such a great performance and such a great win. But that's heartbreaking to read. That Salah saying, no, we're very far away from that. It's disgusting. Fan base needs to do something about this. The owners need to be called out. I implore every single one of you. I don't care if you hate me. I don't care if you think I'm an arsehole. You know that this situation is pathetic. You know it. We love an icon. We love to get behind him. We love to talk about these lads on the pantheon of greats. Well, we're watching one play week in and week out in front of our eyes. He needs to be signed up. And he needs an apology on top of that for allowing it to get to here. Because it's not a good look for the club. If they're looking to the future and they're looking to attract more talent and they're looking for anything else, this is all being paid attention to. And how you conduct yourself is important. And this man needs paying. Thought Salah and Virgil contract was basically sorted. What's happened, or have we been fed nonsense again? My understanding, again from what I'm hearing, which is from people who are again being briefed, was that both those contracts were very close. But I guess the fear is, if they're not, it is valid again to ask, what is the plan here? What is the master plan? What's the big picture? Because going into January with them all available to sign on is an embarrassment. It's terrible business. And it will cost you trophies and success. Or could derail your season. There's no sensible aspect to this. I don't know. Read the question. He was asked, we're far from announcing a signing. I read exactly what was written. I'll read it again. Any news coming soon? So again, any news coming soon was the question. Mo, no, we're very far from that. I don't think I've misinterpreted that in any way. Charlie said, Mo stood by us, now we need to stand up for him. Yes, exactly. And let's hope that this from Trent was about the media. I sincerely hope it is. Craig, who do you think will sign in January? No one. Again, look at the media today, mate. There's a lot of talk of Liverpool having a quiet January. I hope we have to look at it. We could do with a versatile defender now, if we're being honest. Somebody who can maybe play across the back line. An ENQUIRIES type signing, who can play left side of a back three, can play left back, can play centre back. Somebody like that would be an astute piece of business now. And he could even make an argument going beyond the Gomez injury, because I still think overall we could do with another centre back in the mix. Craig, I voted that Trent would go after seeing him put his hand to his ear doing the yapping thing. I changed my mind. Look, I get it. We're all going to go back and forth on it. And like I said before, and I'll say it again, we're all operating from a place of fear because we fear losing Trent. And that fear manifests itself in different ways. Some of it's through snappy outbursts. Some of it's through delusion. And some of it's through trying to read between the lines when we don't know what's going on. But I think it's fair to say that everybody's acting from fear, and I am, because nobody wants to lose him. But you keep asking yourself, how does it take this long? And I don't know the answer to that. The owners only care about the revenue and money from the club. The players are just a goal for them to get rich. Obviously, yes. And my take on the owners have always been, come in, keep us successful, keep refreshing the team, giving the manager the players, and get your money when you sell. And I've never had any issue with them making billions when they sell up. Fair play. But keep the team refreshed. Keep the manager in a healthy position that we can continue to challenge across all competitions. That's all I ask for as a fan. Not have a great start and hope, fingers crossed, things go for the rest of the season and we don't get injuries or fatigue. Because surely we've enough of a sample size now to say that we've had great starts to seasons before, and we haven't been able to see some of them out because of the robust nature of the amount of games that we have to play, travelling we have to do, quick turnaround, and these guys aren't machines. Were there any bookings today? Good question. Let me have a quick check for you, mate. And we'll run through some of the numbers down from the game as well. Let me have a quick look. Nope, none. No bookings in the game today at all. Kelleher for Guimaraes in January would be a good risk. Well, yeah, Newcastle are looking at Caoimhín Kelleher. That was something that came out yesterday. Eddie Howe thinks that he could be a good addition to put pressure on Nick Pope, and I agree. Christian said, the fact that 3 of our players are in the last year of their contract is absolutely disgraceful. In the last 6 months now, Christian, on the 1st of January, mate. And not only that, the really worrying thing was that Virgil, Mo and Trent can all speak openly and can be contacted by clubs outside of England legally from the 1st of December or January. So let's look at some of the stats from the game then before we finish up and we announce your man of the match. Just a reminder, you still have a chance to submit your player ratings. There's a link pinned to the top of the chat, so if you want to submit them, just click on that. Possession wise in the game, Liverpool 55% to West Ham 45%. Shots in the game, Liverpool with 22 shots in total, 13 on target. West Ham with 7 shots, none on target, which is nuts. Dangerous attacks, 62 for Liverpool, 40 for West Ham. Corners, 6 for Liverpool, 2 for West Ham. Total passes, 534 for Liverpool, 88% of those were on target. 448 for West Ham, with 85% of those on target. And tackles, 17 for West Ham, 23 for Liverpool. Pacey Farr said, I don't care if I'm delusional, we're winning the quadruple. Good. Keep saying it, bro. I'll be right behind you. I'm not as ballsy as you perhaps to say that, but we're capable of anything as long as we keep playing as we are. And by the way, as well as Arne Slot keeps managing this squad as well as he can as well, it was the right option today to give Gravenberch a breather and get Endo on and give him some minutes. So yeah, I hope that will stand us in good stead. And now we have a full week between this game and the Manchester United game coming up, which again should be good for Arne Slot to get some good work on the training ground, give the lads maybe a day or two off the rest as well. L1 said no player is bigger than the club. Let me rephrase that for you. No owner is bigger than the club. So flip that on its head, mate. Yes, no player is bigger than the club, but this player is not getting what he deserves, and that's the difference for me. These owners really couldn't care less about the club, players, or fans. I don't think so. But look, let's just focus on the positives today. We'll talk about it. I'll have a news video coming out later on tonight where, it'll be no holds barred, honest assessment of where we're at with some of the newspaper headlines from the day as well. Want to say a quick thank you to everyone before we start to finish up. What was the name of the show you said to watch? Kings of Tupelo, Tupelo. Brilliant show. So let's see who your man of the match was. Mohamed Salah is your Anfield Agenda man of the match. With over 4,400 votes cast, Mohamed Salah wins it with 75% of the vote. It was a joint second place between Luis Diaz and Alexis McAllister, and then Trent came in third place. But a resounding win with 75% of the vote for Mohamed Salah, who is your Anfield Agenda man of the match. Michael Spigarolo said, "Hi Craig, great result. Amazing, mate. Absolutely phenomenal performance, Michael. And I'm so happy. I'm proud of the lads today for what was a faultless performance." So, look, I'm going to go record the player ratings. Keep an eye out for the news video, which is going to come out at about 9:30 or 10 o'clock tonight as well. But most importantly, Reds, another victory. Back to a clean sheet as well. 5 goals scored, top of the league, and looking pretty good. So thank you all for joining us. Appreciate your support. If you can hit the like button for me before you head off, that would be fantastic and much appreciated. And I'll see you soon. Much love. Thank you to our sponsors as well, Manscaped. A reminder, you can get 20% off and free shipping of the Performance Package 5.0 Ultra or the Chairman Pro Package Face Shaving Kit or anything else at manscaped.com by using our code Anfield20 at checkout. What's this one? So this from Anfield Sector said, Slot said Joe Gomez will be out for quite a bit. So it looks like that is a pulled hamstring for him. So yeah, we will talk soon.